Hi, I just watched a video by Ost Dingo. My guess, an Australian guy. Put a link in the side, maybe link in the side and down a bit. This guy lost his job all because he was posting, as far as I found out, all the information I might have might not be exactly true, but he lost his job because he was posting YouTube videos and because you could, there was a logo, his company's logo on a shirt that he wore a couple of times, which you could hardly fucking see. And if you could read it, you have fucking fantastic eyesight and you should be studied because it's so good. And I would just like to put, of course, a run-in with my previous employer about what I comment that I left on Facebook. I know it's not exactly the same thing, but it's still the net getting me into trouble with an ex-employer. On this forum on Facebook, I stupidly put a question. I won't repeat the question because something could happen. But this question, I wasn't the only one that got disciplined about it. But anyway, I got disciplined, and this happened back in end of January 2008, and I thought, okay, there was 3 tiers at my ex-employers of disciplinary. First one was verbal warning, that was the largest one. Written warning, that was second, that was the middle one, and the worst one was a final written warning, and that's the one which I got. And this kind of pissed me off a little bit. Yes, I did something wrong. Yes, have the right to discipline me about it, but going straight to a final written warning, I thought was a bit extreme. A written warning, at most, I thought was good enough, or bad enough, depending on your point of view. Bad enough from my point of view. And for 2 people who was on the disciplinary panel bit, one of them left. I got made redundant from that job. The department I was in got closed down, so everybody, including myself, in that department got made redundant. And in late May, and the 2 people who disciplined me both left before I did, and I just think, yay! They either got laid off or quit before I got made to go, and I just think, yee. And this experience has taught me not to make any comments on any forums or any YouTube videos that I'll make about my current employees, or anything negative about, which is kind of disappointing, because it shouldn't happen like that, because it made me very aware what I was saying, because my current employers, I'm basically doing the same job but for a different company, and I could say I'll stop there before I dig myself into a hole any further. That's digging action. I'll do it overarm, not underarm. We're digging. Anyway, it's made me so self-aware of what I make, whether it's about any information about my employees or anybody who I work with, because they might come across one of my videos and think, oh, is that about me, or is that about where we employed at? So I'm very careful to either change some of the details about what I'm talking about if I'm talking about my employer, like either time shift it to a previous previous employer, or change names, dates, genders of people. So I'm probably giving it all away, which I shouldn't. I'll stop there before I make